Hey guys, Jordan here. Welcome back to the WrestleMania reviews. Today I'm doing WrestleMania 24, the first Mania match thing that I watched, and that was the main event. The Undertaker vs. Edge on SmackDown vs. Raw 2009. It was included in the thing. So awesome. We're gonna get right into the matches on the pre-show. Kane defeated a lot of people in a battle royal to become #1 contender for the ECW Championship, last eliminating Mark Henry. In the first official match on the main card, John Bradshaw Layfield, aka JBL, defeated Finlay with Hornswoggle in a Belfast brawl. Up next was the Money in the Bank ladder match, pitting CM Punk, Shelton Benjamin, Chris Jericho, Carlito, MVP, Mr. Kennedy, and John Morrison against each other. Mr. Kennedy going for 2 in a row, but it was the Second City Saint CM Punk who won this match. Up next was an inter-promotional match, pitting Drax the Destroyer against Umaga, and it was Mr. Big Dave Batista with the victory. Kane then defeated Chavo Guerrero, eliminated you could say, in 11 seconds for the ECW Championship. That's the ECW Championship. In the next match, Shawn Michaels defeated Ric Flair in a career-threatening match in one of the best WrestleMania matches of all time. Beth Phoenix and Melina defeated Maria and Ashley in a Bunny Mania Lumberjill match. Again, look how far the women's division has come in WWE. Then we have 3 major matches coming up. In the first one, Randy Orton defeated John Cena and Triple H in a triple threat match for the WWE Championship, retaining his title. Floyd Mayweather defeated Big Show in a no DQ match. Yes, that Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Money Mayweather. And in the main event, the dead man, Big Spooks the Ghost Lad, Undertaker, defeated the Rated R Superstar, sorry I had to do that, Edge, via submission with the Hell's Gate to win the World Heavyweight Championship and to continue the streak to 16-0. Coming up now is a couple of interesting facts about the event. TNA attempted to fly a bowl, not a bowl. They tried to fly a TNA themed banner over the Citrus Bowl, which is where WrestleMania was being held. If you don't know, TNA's sort of home base thing is in Orlando, which is where this WrestleMania was being held. Mr. McMahon caught wind of this and asked the company to not do it. Pretty please. Speaking of TNA, at the hotel where WWE superstars were staying, there was a conference for TNA's new video game, and some people at the conference included like Kurt Angle, AJ Styles, and Samoa Joe. And the WWE hotel was in lockdown, and those guys had to check out the day before the WWE superstars arrived. Jeff Hardy was supposed to win the Money in the Bank ladder match, but he couldn't because he violated the wellness policy, and he was out for, I think that was the second one at the time, so that was 60 days out. It was Joey Styles' final call as an announcer, and that was the Kane Chavo Guerrero match. His contract ran out, WWE decided not to renew it, and he would later go away, I guess. He hasn't been doing much since. Shawn Michaels, in tribute to Ric Flair retiring, bought him and the Nature Boy matching Rolexes, because Ric Flair was a big Rolex guy back in the day. And on Flair's one it says to be the man, and on Shawn Michaels' one it says you gotta beat the man, which I think is pretty cool. Mr. McMahon apparently was the guy who wanted Ric Flair to retire. Ric Flair was pretty unhappy about it, but you know, he was 50 something at the time. I'd say he's going to do the same thing this year with The Undertaker, unfortunately. Either that or next year. Matt Sydal, Evan Bourne, remember him? He was the guy who did the cool shooting star press at 26. He trained Mayweather for his match with Big Show. They used him because he was roughly the same size as Floyd Mayweather. This is The Undertaker's first Mania main event for 11 years. His last one being at 13 against Psycho Sid. He would have one more WrestleMania main event, and that'll be in 2 years in the Streak versus Career match versus HBK. and a pyro accident when Undertaker won the title led to the injuries of 45 people. Basically, what happened was that the cell, well, not the cell, there was pyro on top of the stadium to celebrate the Undertaker winning, and the pyro collapsed in one of the sections of the crowd. I heard of a hard crowd, but that's absolutely ridiculous. God, I'm gonna go to hell for that one. But yeah, this is a really, really, really good WrestleMania. I think this is either the first WrestleMania of the PG era or the last WrestleMania of the TV-14 Ruthless Aggression era. They changed it because Linda McMahon was running for president and made all like the stuff with Guerrero and Benoit and wellness violations and all that jazz. And yeah, it was a good bridge. It didn't really help create much superstars, but it did help established guys get even bigger. Like Shawn Michaels having the rub for retiring Ric Flair, Undertaker reclaiming the crown on SmackDown, Orton I guess was made into a megastar. Edge as well became massive after this. It was a really ground building Mania, and of course they didn't really have Rey Mysterio there because of an injury that he had, and Big Show was flipped off into a celebrity match. But it was a really, really good WrestleMania. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. I think it's the first time I've done that this year, but a 5 out of 5. That's how good this WrestleMania was. But that's it for me for this WrestleMania. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys later. Take care.